Hello students, today we will read page 98, chapter 8, Confronting Marginalization, class 8, Social Science, Social and Political Life. So let's read the page. You may have read Kabir's poems in your language textbooks. Kabir was a 15th century poet and weaver who also belonged to the Bhakti tradition. Kabir's poetry spoke about his love for the Supreme, being free of rituals and priests. It also expresses his sharp and pointed criticism of those he saw as a powerful. Kabir attacked those who attempted to define individuals on the basis of their religious and caste identities. In his view, every person had the ability to reach the highest level of spiritual salvation and deep knowledge within themselves through their own experience. His poetry brings out the powerful idea of the equality of all human beings and their labor. He writes about valuing the work of the ordinary potter, the weaver, and the woman carrying the water pot. Labor that in his poetry becomes the basis of understanding the entire universe. His direct, courageous challenges inspired many, and even today, Kabir's poetry is sung and appreciated by Dalits, marginalized groups, and those critical of social hierarchies in UP, Rajasthan, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Bengal, Bihar, and Gujarat, protecting the rights of Dalits and Adivasis. In addition to the policies, our country also has specific laws that guard against the discrimination and exploitation of marginalized communities. Let us read the following case study adapted from a real life accounts to understand how Dalits use the protection that laws provides. The villagers of Jakmalgur are gearing up for a big festival. Once in 5 years, the local deity is honored and priests from 20 neighboring villages come for this 5-day event. The ceremony begins with a member of the Dalit community washing the feet of all the priests and then bathing in the water used for this. This Jakmalgur, the person who performed this task, belonged to Rathnam's family. His father and grandfather had both performed the same task before him. Though they were never allowed to enter the temple, this ritual was viewed as a great honor bestowed on them on this special occasion. Now it was Rathnam's turn. Rathnam was all about 20 years studying engineering in the nearby college. He refused to perform the ritual. He said that he had no faith in this practice and that his family members were forced to perform this ritual because they were Dalits. Rathnam's refusal angered both the powerful caste in the village and some families from his own community. The powerful caste were shocked that such a young boy had the guts of refuse. They believed that it was Rathnam's education which allowed him to imagine that he could start comparing himself with them. Those from Rathnam's own caste were fearful of angering the powerful. Many worked on their fields as daily wage laborers. If the dominant caste decided to not call them, then what would they earn? How would they survive? They also declared that the wrath of the local deity would strike them if they refused to give in. Ratnams argued that given not a single deity have entered the temple, how could the deity be angry with them?